Negative exponent. Remember, in negative exponent, in general, a raised to negative m is defined by a raised to negative m equals 1 over a raised to m, where a should not be equal to 0. So, sa negative exponent, i-reciprocal nyo lang para maging positive exponent. Now, we have 0 exponent. In the 0 exponent, in general, for a is not equal to 0, a raised to 0 is defined by a raised to 0 is equal to 1. So, any number, any term raised to 0, just always equal to 1. Okay, let's discuss examples. Simplify the following expressions. Number 1, the quantity of 4 squared raised to 0 times 8 raised to negative 1. So, yung 4 squared raised to 0, cancelled na yan. That is equivalent to 1. And then, yung 8 raised to negative 1, i-reciprocal. So, pagbabalik ta rin lang ang numerator and denominator. So, 1 over 8, palitan yung negative 1 ng positive 1 exponent. Then, 1 times 1/8 is equal to 1/8. Next, number 2. 2 raised to 0 plus 3 raised to negative 2 all over 3 raised to negative 1. So, yung 2 raised to 0, that is equal to 1. And then, yung 3 raised to negative 2 is 1 over 3 squared all over, yung 3 raised to negative 1 naman ay 1 over 3. Equals, yung 3 squared, ang value ay 9. So, copy lang yung the rest of the numbers. Equals, get the LCD, yung 1 and 1 over 9, so 9. 9 divided by 1 is 9 times 1 is 9, plus 9 divided by 9 is 1 times 1 is 1 over 1/3. Then you add 9 plus 1 is 10, copy yung 9 all over 1/3. Since we have here division of fractions, to divide fractions, multiply the numerator by the reciprocal of denominator. So, 10 over 9 times reciprocal ng 1/3 ay 3 over 1. And in multiplication of fractions, numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator. So, 10 times 3 is 30 and 9 times 1 is 9. And do not forget to find the lowest term. So, the two numbers are divisible by 3. So, 30 divided by 3 is 10. And 9 divided by 3 is 3. So, the final answer is 10 over 3. Okay, next. The quantity of negative 4x cubed y raised to negative 2 raised to negative 3. So, you may distribute this negative 3 to each term inside the parentheses. So, negative 4 raised to negative 3, because the exponent of negative 4 inside the parenthesis is 1 multiplied by negative 3, so negative 3. In the exponent of x, so 3 times negative 3, so it became negative 9. And yung sa y naman, ang exponent niya ay negative 2 times negative 3, so magiging positive 6. Ngayon, lahat ng may mga negative exponents ay reciprocal. So, 1 over negative 4 raised to the third power. And then, the second one, 1 over x raised to 9. At yung y raised to 6 ay mareretain lang kasi positive naman yung exponent niya. And then, multiply 1 times 1 times y to the 6th power is y to the 6th power. Yung negative 4 raised to the third power, ang value ay negative 64 times x raised to 9, so negative 64 x raised to 9. Since we are dividing positive divided by negative, so the answer is negative. Y to the 6th power over 64 x raised to the 9th power. Okay, next example, number 4. The quantity of x raised to 0, y cubed over 5z cubed raised to negative 3. So, pwede naman na yung negative 3 na nasa labas ng parenthesis, gawin na nating positive exponent. Paano? Yung nasa loob ng parenthesis, reciprocal lang. So, ang reciprocal ay 5z cubed over x raised to 0 y to the third power. Then, magiging positive 3 na. Then, i-distribute na yung exponent na nasa labas doon sa bawat exponent na nasa loob. So, yung 5, ang exponent niya ay 1 times 3, so magiging 5 cube. At ang value ng 5 cube ay 125. Then, z cube raised to the third power, 3 times 3 ay 9. Over, yung x raised to 0 ay cancel dahil 1. Then, yung y cube, yung cube, multiply by 3, so 9. So, the final answer is 125 z raised to 9th power over y raised to the 9th power. So, that is all about the negative and zero exponents together with the laws on positive exponents.